Your Manchester City team won 2 trophies last season, Premier League and the Capital One Cup, and Chelsea won nothing. Can that help you this season?
No, I don't think so. We are not thinking what we did last season for this one, and we are not also thinking about what happened with Chelsea. I think that for big teams it's always important to win titles. We did it last year, but we need to do it this year also.
So the experience, though, what these players haven't done that last year, it's not something you can be drawn upon?
I don't think so. It's important. For every experience is important, but I think that you must always try to forget all what we did, what you did in the past, and try to have all of your mind in the present, because every season is different.
You don't think the Chelsea players will be desperate to win something this year?
I cannot tell you what the Chelsea are thinking about, because I know their mind.
Manuel Matis, the Chelsea midfielder, said last night that Chelsea can win all 4 trophies this year. Now, you almost did that last year, you won 2 last year. How difficult is it to win all 4 trophies, Champions League, FA Cup, County Cup?
It's difficult, especially during December and January. I think that there are 2 months that you have to play what we did last year. We had to play 9 games each month. It's very difficult because you are right to the end of the season, that is March or April, when it's the decisive part of the season. Maybe it's not that you have to play another games in May, but you must play semi-final, quarter-final, final of the different cups, and you must be at the top of the table of Premier League, because you cannot concede too many points when you have to play so less games. So it's very difficult, but you can do it. I think that you can do it. We tried last year, we couldn't for different reasons, but especially against FA Cup, that I think that was a mistake for our team, that we lose here at home against Wigan.
Do you think it's possible for an English team, despite all the games, to win 4 trophies this season?
Always possible. Always possible. It's difficult, but it's possible.
Do you know when Yaya Toure now is going away for the Coming African Nations Agriculture? Do you know the actual date?
Yes, Yaya will go around 5 or 10 of January. We are not exactly with the date, but around those days.
So he'll be available for the FA Cup, yeah?
I think so, that he will play the FA Cup. I'm not sure. I'm not absolutely sure, but I think that the second week of January he must go.
So if he does play in the FA Cup game, the FA Cup game is likely to be his last game before he leaves.
Sorry?
Is the FA Cup game likely to be his last game before he leaves for the African?
For Yaya?
Yeah.
I am just telling you that maybe, but I am not absolutely sure, because they start playing different dates in the Africa Cup, so we'll see how is the minimum day that he must be there before.
Is that frustrating, Manuel? Because he just started to play how he did last year.
It's not frustrated, because we knew before that he must go. I think once again, as I say for Yaya, same thing that I repeat for Sergio Agüero, for Edding, or everyone. If Yaya cannot play because he's in the Africa Cup, another player must do in his place, and he must do it well, because we have a squad to replace him.
Given the 7-point advantage you and Chelsea have, obviously they won yesterday, but there's advantage over the rest. Do you see it as a title race between the 2 of you now? Because there is that gap.
No. It's true there is a gap between our team and the other teams, but I think that it's not just Chelsea and our team. I think that Manchester United has also options. I think that mathematics give you option. You have option to win the title, and you have to play 57 points in the second round, and this 6 points that you have from the first round is 63 points. You must win around 86, 87, so all the teams that are kind of right to that points can be champions.
And with regard to Frank, why is there such a delay? Because you want him to stay, he's indicated he wants to stay.
Well, that's the internal reason. I think that's not important. The important thing is that Frank Lampard stay here.
You're fairly confident that the talks that are ongoing right now will end with him staying?
Yes, I think that he will stay, but I cannot say 100% because it not depends just from me.
Did you watch Chelsea last night on television? Did you see any weaknesses in them, or?
I don't analyze Chelsea because I will start thinking about Chelsea the last week before we play against them on January 31.
And well, you mentioned the Frank Lampard situation is an internal issue. as the manager of the football team, you don't have the final say.
I don't listen to that.
You mentioned that Frank is an internal issue. As a manager of the football team, do you not have the final say? Because surely if you pick the team, you should say, I wanted to stay, he said, no?
It's not so easy. It's not so easy because Frank Lampard is from New York City. It's not just on loan till December, so you must respect all the other positions also.
You said Manuel in that difficult spell at the end of in sort of early November that when you only won one game in 6, the players were suffering from a crisis of confidence. Have you noticed a huge change in their conviction and belief in recent weeks?
I think that we always had the conviction. Maybe in that moment of the season we couldn't do it for different reasons, but I'm absolutely sure that the players trust in what we do and the way we play. So it was just a matter of time. And I also said in that moment that we are not playing so bad. Maybe we are not having the results we want, but we are not playing so bad because we had always the most amount of chances to score, but for different reasons we were not scoring and we are conceding easy goals. So for a lot of reasons that things change, and now we are playing the normal way we always do.
Do you think that the team right now, given the players that you signed last summer, is stronger now than you were at the same stage last season?
It's difficult to tell you. I think that we brought the players that we think that were necessary players to be stronger. At the end of the year, we'll see, at the end of the season, it's the only moment that we can analyze really we were stronger than last year.
Oh, well, just on Yaya, some teams would obviously be quite worried about losing a player of that capability for 4, 5, 6 weeks. Does the way you've coped without some of your big names this season and last season give you every confidence that you'll be able to deal quite comfortably without Yaya for the January part of February?
Well, I think when you every club when you start the season, you know what will happen. That we for different reasons, that you have the FIFA date, that you have Africa. Now you know that in holiday you will have the American Cup. So I think it's important to prepare the season knowing that things and everything do it in the way they think is better.
So in that case, are you happy that he's gone?
When we what?
Are you happy then that he's gone?
Happy about what?
About Yaya going?
No, happy not. I always try to retain the best player here, but you know that he must go. So the rules are the rules.
Well,
Does the loss of Yaya make it more important to keep Frank? Because I know they're not exactly the same kind of player, but they're similar players in terms of the goal threat and the attacking threat, and obviously Frank can play deeper. Does it make it more important to have him as cover?
Well, one of the reasons that we asked Frank if he want to play here in long from at the beginning of the season was because we knew that Yaya has to go to the African Cup.
Well, is Sergio recovering at the rate you wished he would? Is he on target to come back when you hoped he would come back?
Sergio? What happened with him?
Is he recovering at the rate you hoped he would?
Yes.
Will he be fit for the
Soon as we start at the beginning.
Will he be fit in time for the Chelsea game?
I hope that at the end of January he will be fit. Yes.
Progress on James Milner's contract negotiations. You said it wasn't far away last week.
I think that they continue having conversation. We hope that they are right to a new contract. So.
And he's proved recently how important a player he is for you.
Well, here it's not just the matter that he played just last game as a striker. I think that I always say the same thing about James Milner. He's a very important player.